Do you want to know what makes knowledge grow? Then everybody watch Deen show.
Bismillah, alhamdulillah, assalamu alaikum, peace be unto you. Today we're going to be giving you the 5 top evidences, proof, rational arguments for the existence of the Creator of the heavens and the earth. Now it's a shame that some of us have come to this state where we deny the one who's created us. But we can understand. Some of you might come from a background where there's some weird ideas about the one who created us. So you're intelligent enough to say, no, this is not God. But you went a little bit too far and you said, there is no God at all. So today, for that small minority that's out there, because the vast majority of the world testify that there is a Creator. But we're on the same page on one thing. We say that there's no God. You said the same thing. But we say, except the one true God. So hopefully, God willing, after this show, you'll come aboard. But you got to be humble-hearted, open-minded, and let this truth sink in. So we're going to help clear up the fog. There's not no weird ideas here. We're going to be asking you to use your common sense and don't deny the truth when it starts to come in and penetrate. Let it sink in. We'll be right back here on The Deen Show.
Deen. Allah, there's only one God and Muhammad is his messenger. Allah, la ilaha illallah. Allah, there's only one God and Jesus was his messenger. Allah, la ilaha illallah.
I don't know why I did that. Maybe it's just to break the ice. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa barakatuh.
Peace be with you, my brother.
Peace be with you too.
How are you, Dr.Sabeel?
Alhamdulillah. Good to see you and good to be here again.
It's been a while since we've teamed up and had you on the show.
Alhamdulillah.
How have you been?
Alhamdulillah. Good to be back. Good to see everyone. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah everyone.
So tell us, you're a doctor, you're a medical doctor, but you're also, the doctor is the doctor of the body, you're also a doctor of the soul. Trying to be, inshallah, trying to convey the truth out there to the whole of humanity. Tell us a little bit about, you work with Gain Peace?
Yes, I'm the director of Gain Peace, which is a peace organization. And the purpose of this is to provide education about Islam to those humanity out there who want to know what is Islam, who are Muslims. So we provide them a venue where they could get to know what is Islam, who do we worship, what is the purpose of life, and how we could be the best in this life so we could achieve paradise in the hereafter.
Now time is short. There's a small minority of people who deny totally the existence of the one who created us. Now it's evident. You look around you, you see the sun, you see the moon, the different planets, and you see the animals and the different colors and shapes and languages. This is something so unique, but it's bizarre that people would go to those lengths to deny the one who created us. But as I said earlier, we can understand that there are some man-made religions out there, some man-made ways that kind of created some confusion. So they've been intelligent enough to say, no, this can't be the correct way, but they close it off altogether. So we want to hope that they, after this show, will see the rationale and logic behind these arguments and Islam. So let's start off. We're going to go in chronological order. We're going to start from number 5. We're going to give the 5 top arguments for the existence of the Creator of the heavens and earth. Let's start with number 5. Take it away.
All right. So I have 5 top arguments, inshallah, which we are going to present. So number 5 would be argument from biology, inshallah.
Biology, okay.
Biology, okay. So Brother Eddie, suppose if you go to beach today after the show, yes, right, just to relax. Once you go to the beach, you will find some water waves coming up on the shore, and you will see some patterns, some markings on the beach that is created by water waves, could be by wind, could be by rain. When you look at that pattern, you would automatically say, this is created by nature. Because nature creates those kind of patterns. Suppose if you go to the beach tomorrow, and if you find some writings on the beach that says that Andrew was here, suppose, and he was here on the 22nd of April, and he had a good time with his family. When you look at that information, that writing, would you assume that that is coming from water, wind, rain? Or would you assume that there is some intelligent person who made those markings?
Now, if you're actually seeing those markings embedded,
yeah.
I mean, this common sense would tell you, you know, that couldn't just happen by chance.
Yeah, it cannot be by chance because that is information.
Yeah.
So information could only be created by intelligence. So nature, it creates patterns, and intelligence creates information. Now, here comes the very big point. Within each single cell of our body, and there are 50 trillion cells.
50 trillion cells.
Yeah, 50 trillion cells in the body of each single human being. Within each single cell, there is a nucleus in which there are genes that are instructions of how a cell should function, how the body should function, all the organs, how they should function. So they are like the blueprint, the instruction manual within each cell in the nucleus. So if you take these instructions and write them in the form of a book, for example, you will have to fill up 900 books, 500 pages thick, each book.
Wow.
That's how much information is there within each single cell.
In each cell?
Each cell.
The whole library. There's more than a library. I mean, just...
Yeah, 900 books, 500 pages long, each book. So that is information. That is not some pattern. That is not something by wind, rain, hail, and all of those things. And as we have mentioned, if you see some markings, it has to be intelligence. If you see some information, it has to be intelligence. So within each cell is information. Where did that information came from? If it's not by nature, it has to be intelligence. And that intelligence, we Muslims say, is the Creator Himself.
The Creator of the heavens and the earth.
Not
a man, not a monkey, where they might have, because of the background of their family's religion, many people worship these things. So they obviously have seen, like, no man can come up with this, but the Creator of the heavens and the earth definitely can, isn't it?
Indeed, indeed. Now, some of you who are watching the show, they may be saying, you know, why can't it be just by random chance? You know, somehow in that primitive earth, things may have came about to be. An easy answer to that, Brother Eddie, would be, like, suppose if you have a white wall or a white paper, if you start throwing ink at the white paper, the ink is not going to make letters and words and sentences and chapters. It's never going to happen no matter how many times that you throw the ink up there.
Can't happen.
It can't happen. So how can we imagine that 900 books could be formed by chance?
Not at all.
With very good instructions about how to maintain the cell, maintain the organs, and maintain the whole human body.
Not possible at all. We can just look around us and see many of the things, as you've mentioned, and anyone who's sincere can look at and create examples of his own from what man has put together in this. I sometimes, you know, I'm driving down the highway or the streets and I see the light posts. You know the light posts?
Sure.
And you see the power lines and they're going into all the different houses.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, this would be absurd if someone said, you know, this just happened by chance. You know how many power lines, they're going to the right, to the left, Comcast and Dish Net, you know, they're hitting all these different houses, the wires. And I think about, you know, what if that just happened by chance? It's not possible.
It's not possible.
Then when you give an example like this of the human body that we don't even reflect, this is not conceivable. It's no way.